first saved voice message.
Sharon, hi, it's Karen. There's some breaking news about a plane crash in Eveleth, Minnesota. Paul Wellstone might have been on board, and it says there's 8 fatalities. 8 people killed in a Minnesota plane crash. Oh my God, I hope he's done. Or any, God, how scary. I just thought to give you an update. Why don't you call me when you can, okay? Bye.
I think people want someone who will be a watchdog for them, who will be independent and will fight for Minnesotans, put Minnesotans first. In 1992, when the Democrats took over the White House between 92 and 2000, we got 400,000 more jobs for Minnesotans. The president is wrong. I hope he will change his mind. This is a part of being a national community. We help people. We help people. We help people. That's what politics is.
October 2002. Paul Wellstone runs for a 3rd term as United States Senator. He campaigns from the back of a green school bus. In Minnesota, it has become a symbol of his populist approach. This is one of 6 elections in the country that will decide who controls the Senate. Presently, Democrats hold a paper-thin majority, 50 to 49. George Bush targets 3 close seats. In their effort to get rid of Wellstone, the Bush administration handpicks Norm Coleman.
Oh, I think Paul's going to win. I think he's going to pull it off. The only caveat I would give is that if something really bizarre happens a couple of days before the election, barring some major catastrophe like that, I think Paul will win, but I think it will be tight. Every vote will count. Absolutely every vote will count. But I think he'll pull it off.
It's going to be exciting.
Oh, it's a real election.
Good afternoon. My name is Rick Wahlberg. I'm the Sheriff of St. Louis County. Today it was approximately 10 minutes to 11 this morning when the first report was received of a possible plane crash here in the Eveleth area.
Just looking at it, it'd probably take a miracle for somebody to survive that.
Paul's saying all the time, him and Sheila flying together, their worst fear was his was dying and their grandchildren. They would both go down. I just can't believe this.
My fellow Minnesotans, let us mourn together, but let us also together make the music of democracy. Thank you so much.
The breakdown in the Senate race was Coleman, 50%, Mondale, 47%, Moore, 2%, Tricomo, 0.5%, Wellstone, 0.5%. There were no legal challenges brought concerning this election. Within 1 month of taking office, Norm Coleman was made chairman of the U.S. Senate Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations and chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Subcommittee on the Western Hemisphere, the Peace Corps, and narcotics. Senator Coleman said he was humbled and honored by the opportunity being presented to me. To be very blunt, and God watch over Paul's soul, I am a 99% improvement over Paul Wellstone, just about on every issue. To clarify, Coleman said, "It was my understanding we were comparing my relationship to this White House to the relationship Senator Wellstone had with this White House."
I think the President won a big victory here. That does not mean, however, that the members of the Congress and others don't continue to have a responsibility to question, to make their case, to seek to bring about their views.
David and Mark Wellstone started Wellstone Action Network shortly after the death of their parents to train others in the inclusive grassroots approach of Paul Wellstone. Its motto is educate, advocate, organize. By summer of 2004, they had trained 5,000 progressive activists across the nation.
If any of you looked outside today, you noticed it was cloudy and rainy and the sun was nowhere to be seen. And I think that's because it was in that operating room with our girls and this team. And today, a lot of our prayers have been answered. And I can't say thank you enough for helping our girls. Thank you all so much.
Today is day 75 of Abby and Belle's hospitalization. They've had 1,066 cc's of tissue expansion. They have gained 4 pounds, 4 ounces while they've been in the hospital. They've had 5,271 images done. And at 4:28 this afternoon, they began their separate and alive, wonderful, beautiful lives. They are still together upstairs in adjoining rooms, but on separate beds, doing exceptionally well.
It's a really hard sensation to describe because most parents get to feel it right away. When I was holding both girls individually, my heart literally ached with joy. It was such a good feeling.
Seeing my two little girls side by side in that room, I mean, I can't explain. I'm very blessed.
Star Tribune says 2 in a million, and that basically comes from knowing that conjoined twins are born more frequently than 1 in 500,000, but about 75% of them won't survive the birth or the first few days after birth.
They were so beautiful. They were just screaming and crying, and you know, the doctors held them up for Amy to see, and then we brought them to the other room, and they were just, healthy babies.
Healthy but conjoined.
The only thing that was on my mind was getting them examined and hopefully them telling us that they had a good prognosis for surgery.
Imagine a world filled with beauty. Imagine a life filled with song. Imagine this dream to be realized, creating a place where anything can belong. Project Imagine, the department store division of Dayton Hudson Corporation's community giving initiative that focuses on supporting and promoting the arts and cultural activities in local communities. Every time a guest shops at one of our stores, they directly contribute to the development of music, dance, theater, the arts, and arts education programs in their local area.
We are here to talk about making school work for you. We're talking about choosing an approach to learning that helps you get what you want. Let's face it, most of us have spent our lives in school waiting for instructors to tell us what to do and when to do it. While that serves its purpose for a time, we're all a bit older now and wiser, and most of us are ready to take charge of our lives. While instructors may know their courses, it's hard for them to teach each of us as individuals. They have to gear their teachings to reach the masses.
What he's trying to point out here is that you need to find out what works best for you.
And he removes another layer of the Earth's core to reveal, oh no, a hidden fault line. You just created the earthquake of the century.
Yeah, right.
What are you doing here, working or playing?
I'm working.
What is this thing anyways, a video game for class?
It's an interactive CD-ROM disc for my science class. Sort of an electronic study guide.
This looks like fun.
Yeah, I guess you'll just have to take this class next semester.
Well, if I get to study with computer video games, maybe I will.
Sorry, bud, there's books with this class, too.
Yeah, whatever.